What's up, everybody? So we got the base god himself, the original Rhino, Republican, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who it was. When I was growing up, man, this dude was my hero. Like I saw all his movies, so I got a soft spot in my heart for this guy. And as far as governors go, yeah, he did some major damage to California, but he did some good things too. You know what I mean? It's all politics. But he goes on the View, and he triggers them because they tried to bait him with a question and get him to trash Trump, and we all thought he was going to. And let's take a look at what he says and see how triggered Sonny Hostin gets.
As the former governor of California, my home state, California's been in the headlines. Obviously, there have been these huge protests of President Trump's immigration policies.
I just gotta say, I don't even know what the point of having her on the show is, other than being Sonny Hostin's doormat. She is literally like, she has some really good takes, but she's completely spineless because whenever she gets any pushback, she folds and goes, oh, I voted for Kamala, I didn't vote for Trump, please stop pressuring me. She's so pathetic, bro. Like, have a backbone, dude.
To potentially arrest Gavin Newsom if he didn't come.
She's supposed to be the conservative, too.
If you were governor right now of California, how would you be handling the ongoing crisis that the state's facing?
Well, I think the most important thing is when you are in a leadership position like that, is that you are inclusive and that you work together with everybody. Mm-hmm. And so it means that you have to work together with local government, the state government, and the federal government. They have to work together rather than fighting each other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, they only portray Trump as him doing that when Gavin Newsom has been fighting him all this time. He has not tried to work with him at all. He tried to Trump-proof California after he came into office. Like, this guy has done nothing but stand in his way for everything he's done.
Fighting each other's agendas and all of that stuff, that doesn't do good to anybody. And so that's number one. Number two, the most important thing is to create immigration reform. Because all of this is happening because we don't have immigration reform. For decades now, this country has needed immigration reform, which means that we recognize the fact there's people in the south of America that want to come north to work, and that we therefore should supply them with enough visas so they can come, because we need those workers. Yeah, so right. This is the...
No, we don't. We have got prisoners sitting in jail that will work for $5 a day just to get out of their cell, get some sunshine, and not have to worry about getting stabbed in the yard. We've got homeless people. We've got millions of homeless people that we should be forcing these people to work. Like, get them clean, get them a job, and give them a fair wage, and give them a place to live. Put them in you can make a recovery home on one of these field job places, build them. They let them live there too. So why don't you turn it into a recovery home? Then the state can sponsor it. Like, there's so many options, and this is so stupid to say that Americans don't want to do these jobs. 90% of Americans don't want to do their jobs. They hate their jobs, but they get up every day and they go to work. Like, it makes me so just like, what are you talking about? I don't know anybody that goes to a job that they like. They just do it because they make good money, or they got a family to feed, or, it's like one of those two. It's like family, or they just got to support themselves, and you don't eat if you don't work. Like, we just supplement so much of, like, people franchising them to just not work, because California will give them anything, and so will all these other liberal cities, dude. It's pathetic.
Because then we would know who is here. We will be able to get rid of the criminal elements that are here and all of this stuff, so we wouldn't be in a mess that we're in right now. So this is my way of saying always, Democrats and Republicans have to come together and solve this issue if they really want to be public servants. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If they want to be party servants.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to be. but they only ever get politicians only end up working for themselves. They don't care about people. Like that's like the biggest. Everybody knows that's a joke. Like Democrats don't care. They just want power, so they just want to keep getting as many people as they can into office. But you know, that's why nothing ever happens when they get in office. They don't do anything. They just set us back by having to. Now we have to go and deport 20 million people because Joe Biden just opened the border and let them in.
And be party hacks and be tied to their
How can you get
ideology,
anything done?
then it won't happen.
Yeah.
But if you want to make this country better, and if you want to improve this country and improve the situation of people's lives and bring the prices down and all of this, you will go and serve the people of America. This is what it is. If you're a public servant, that's what you're supposed to do.
But you know,
so that's what I would do if I'm governor.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you were governor already.
I was.
You can't do it again.
I'm not governor anymore.
But you are. But you know, as an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant. I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that.
Yep.
I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other
American
country
dream.
in the world could you do that.
Yep.
Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career,
You had real
becoming
estate?
governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity. And I think because I'm such a proud American and
They're not getting the answer they want.
an immigrant that came to America, I was asked to do on July 4th a big speech, the keynote speech at Mount Vernon, where George Washington was laid to rest, and where he lived and all that, to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, the existence of America. And I will be doing the speech there. They asked me because I'm an immigrant, and there will be 7,000 some people there, and there will be people that will be sworn in and will become citizens that day.
That's great.
So it's really a great celebration. And this is what this is all about, is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America and all that. And so I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal.
Look at her.
And those people that are doing illegal things in America,
You see her? She got triggered right when he said that. You got to do it legal. She's starting to get triggered. Look at her. She just can't wait. She can't wait to open her big stupid mouth.
that the foreigners, they are not smart.
Facts.
Because when you come to America, you're a guest. And you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make
Look
my
at her.
bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do.
Look at how triggered she is, bro. She's touching him, grabbing him. Why you touching him, dude? You leave the T-1000 alone, man. He's obsolete now, dude. The T-1000 is fragile.
Rather than committing
Look
a
at this
crime or being
bitch.
abusive
Oh,
or something
God,
like that.
makes
So
me-
that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has.
Yeah.
In education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America
Yup.
and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this.
You see how triggered she can't. She just wants to cut him off so bad, bro. And that's the thing is, these people don't stimulate the economy at all. They send all their money back to home, whoever is back home. They don't pay taxes. Most of them are working under the table. Like, they're out of all the things that we pay for them, they're a net negative, dude. We take in like what 0.001%. That's how much they put into the total percentage of taxes that all Americans pay. It's like 0.0012 or something. That's how much they pay. That's nothing. We could do without that compared to how much we're paying for giving them food, housing, paying for their kids to go to school, like clothes, everything. It all adds up.
Right, but Arnold, don't forget, there's 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to commit crimes.
And a lot of what's happening.
Okay, that right there. Let's just dispel that right now. They're not less likely to commit crimes. She's going to say that again because she wanted to make sure everyone heard it. They're all criminals because they all came here illegally. So they're 100% crime rate already. And what she's referring to, it's like a per capita thing. Of course. Okay, wait, she's going to say.
Right now is people are getting snatched who shouldn't be snatched out of the country, people who have visas, people who have all those things. So we want all the right people. We don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
This bitch can't ever say a coherent sentence to save her life, man.
They are less likely, immigrants are much less likely to commit crimes in this country than actually American-born citizens. And the other thing
No, you're a fucking retard. They are not. They're a smaller percentage of illegals than there are American citizens. Therefore, what you're saying is correct, but if you go by per capita, no, it's a percentage thing. That's the only way that works. And they're all criminals, so what you're saying makes absolutely no sense. These people think that just because they're here illegally, because they call them undocumented, so that doesn't sound like it's illegal. It's illegal to be here in the United States if you're an illegal alien. So this is just so stupid, dude. Like, these people don't understand stats. They don't understand like figures. It's just like, she is the dumbest person on this show. The dumbest, and she's just always says the most insane shit. I don't know if it's because they know their base is just borderline like mongoloids or what.
to say is that Governor Newsom did not ask for the National Guard to come to, the federal government to come to California. There are 9,000 local law enforcement officers in California. Did he really? Every president has to follow.
She is so stupid. So there's 9,000 officers in LA, so we should bring all of them to that one tiny area so that the rest of the entire California, they had to bring officers from all over California to come help. You idiot. She's so stupid, bro. So bring all the officers to that one area, and then what about the rest of the city? What about the rest of California where all these other crimes are happening? Look at her stupid face, dude. God, man. She's so dumb and ugly.
I mean, look, this is a whole other issue because, remember, the National Guard is under the governor's supervision.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, for instance, when the National Guard was sent to Iraq during the Iraqi war, I was not the one that said, go to Iraq.
Exactly.
The Bush administration came and said, we need those people.
They came to you.
They came to you. And we need the resources, we need the equipment, we need the weapons, we need the vehicles to ship to Iraq.
Yeah.
And then they ship
It's the
to Iraq.
coordination.
So that's why I say it is very important that we work together.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who is asking whom. The bottom line is we work together in order to solve the problem.
Yeah. Yes. Can't just go in and do stuff.
Shut up, Whoopi. You're such an idiot. So, okay, that can never happen because Democrats, literally their whole, they can't, if they were to work with Republicans, they would be betraying their base, their far left base. The most loudest of them doesn't want them to work with Republicans. They're traitors if they work with Republicans. They can only work to stop Trump, which they're never going to do. It's the dumbest thing ever. These people say they want to work together. They'll never work together. It'll never work because the Democrats are so far radical left that they just have to have control over everything, and they just don't even want to work with Republicans. All right, man, that's it, dude. Obsolete T1000, man. Let me know what you think.